eNCA senior reporter Siphamandla Goge is at the ANC conference in KZN and joins us now with the latest. Good morning yet again, Siphamandla. What is taking place currently?
Well, we're expecting delegates to start streaming in here to arrive at the conference venue behind me. This is where everything will be playing out. We were told that the conference is expected to get underway around 10 o'clock, but the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal did anticipate that there was going to be a delay. Pre-registration has been done. They are busy now with finalizing just the last batch of registrations. So behind me is the setup of the venue here. This is where it will all play out. We are waiting for the arrival of the delegates. Some of them are here, members of the Provincial Executive Committee or rather of the members of the Provincial Executive Committee are here. Members of the National Executive Committee of the ANC have already arrived. We expect the biggest contingent of NEC members of the ANC to come to this conference. This is the ANC's biggest province in terms of membership. Jeff Khadebe is the head of police and NEC member. He joins us now. He's also from KwaZulu-Natal. Pongane, thank you very much for your time. You are a resident NEC member of the ANC, head of policy. This conference will have to set aside time to discuss policy issues, socio-economic challenges, issues of poverty, inequality, unemployment, and the electoral decline that has been registered by the ANC. What do you expect out of this conference and how crucial is it?
Well, thanks for having me at your interview this morning. Well, first of all, the reason that I'm here is because I'm originally from KwaZulu-Natal, Wamashu, Ward 46. And also too in the 90s, I was the chairperson of the ANC in Southern Natal. So KwaZulu-Natal is deep in my heart. So I expect this conference to be characterized by robust political discussions, especially around policy matters. As you know, that towards the end of next week, we'll be having our national policy conference. So a province like KwaZulu-Natal needs to chart a way forward to indicate that our preoccupation must be to serve the people of South Africa, not personalities. So it is indeed, I'm very optimistic as I'm here that we're going to be having a very vibrant conference here in KwaZulu-Natal.
This conference comes at a time whereby former President Thabo Mbeki has said that South Africa does not have a plan in place to deal with poverty, inequality and unemployment. Surely that must concern the current leaders of the ANC, because you are the governing party, but these issues are stubborn and your successive governments have been struggling to eradicate them.
Well, I think we should not forget that the legacy of apartheid still lingers on in South Africa 28 years after our independence in 1994. I think we need to recommit ourselves to put our shoulders to the wheel to ensure that these triple challenges of unemployment, poverty and inequality is eradicated in South Africa. It does not require government only, but it requires all civil society, business and trade union movement, the working people, to be part of this process of creating this better life that Mandela spoke of way back in 1994. So I believe, therefore, that the election results, especially the local government election results of 2021, is a wake-up call for us in the leadership of the ANC that we should leave no stone unturned in tackling the issues that President Mbeki indicated yesterday. Because especially unemployment affects our young people. More than 60% of unemployment affects young people. So I think it's a wake-up call.
Let's talk about issues of energy in particular. That's one of the areas that this conference will need to discuss. And moving to ANC policy conference at end of July, you need to be seized with the issue of sustainable, stable energy, especially with ESCOM challenges. And that's something that has been worrying many South Africans to say the ANC-led government is struggling to get the issue of energy supply in the country under control.
Well, the issue of energy, correct, that is an albatross around the neck of the South African economy, because without any energy security of supply, we cannot be able to move forward in South Africa. As we have seen yesterday, the governor of the Reserve Bank indicating that we need to to increase all these matters. So I believe that our government, as we've been indicated recently, that in the next few days they're going to be outlining a program of action of how to address this matter. But so long as we do not bring in a lot of private sector involvement in the energy sector, we're not going to be resolving this issue, because it is very evident right now that relying on only one company in South Africa will not solve our problem. Not that Eskom should die, but we need to increase its capacity and also bring more capacity, especially of generation, so that we can be able to solve this load shedding crisis that is unfolding in our country.
If my memory serves me well, I'm subject to correction here. It only happened in the 90s when you, former President Jacob Zuma and Harry Kwala, contested each other, and since then it has never happened. But for this provincial conference of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, there are more than 5 candidates vying to lead the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. What do you make of that?
Well, I think we should not be afraid of when comrades are contesting, because as I believe, many of those comrades have been nominated by the branches. But let's see this afternoon to see what is happening. But I don't think we should be afraid of people contesting each other, so that the best person comes on top.
Thank you very much for time. That is Jeff Hadebe, who's the head of ANC policy, a NEC member of the ANC. He's been in the NEC of the ANC for many years, saying it will be crucial for this 9th provincial conference of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal to discuss policy issues, not only elect leadership, but have time to discuss socio-economic challenges that are plaguing the people of KwaZulu-Natal.
All right, Siphamandla, we'll leave it there for now. That senior reporter, Siphamandla Goge.